Good evening. You're watching the main news on HKIBC. I'm Edna.
And I'm Isabel Wong. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. High Court overturns conviction of a veteran film prop maker for making counterfeit banknotes.
Damage at Sai Kung sewage treatment plant worse than expected.
And China's ambassador to the US blames the US for starting the trade war.
The High Court has overturned the conviction of a veteran film prop maker for making counterfeit banknotes for a movie.
The judge said he hoped the ruling would remind the film industry and the public to apply for permission from the monetary authority before making prop notes. Yupina Ng reports.
This is one of the scenes that earned crime thriller Trevisa Best Picture at the Hong Kong Film Awards ceremony. But it is also why a film prop master ended up in court. Cheng Wei-chun was convicted of possession of counterfeit banknotes that were used in the film earlier this year. He was sentenced to 4 months in jail, which was suspended for 2 years. Cheng appealed against his conviction at the High Court. Handing down his judgment today, Judge Albert Wong said that after vetting each prop note, he agreed with the trial judge that they looked very similar to real cash. But he said the appeal court needed to consider whether Cheng would notice how similar they looked without seeing the props in person. Wong said the trial judge had neglected an expert witness testimony who said that if the props were counterfeit notes, the quality was only average. Wong concluded that there was not enough evidence to show that Cheng had known or believed that the props would be regarded as counterfeit banknotes under the law. On those grounds, Wong ruled in favor of Cheng and overturned his conviction. But Wong pointed out that Cheng did not apply for permission to make the prop notes from the monetary authority. Wong said he would be shocked if an experienced prop maker such as Cheng did not know his behavior would violate regulations. The judge added that he hoped the ruling would remind the film industry and the public to obey the law. Yupinam, HKIBC.
The government has revealed that damage to the Sai Kung sewage treatment plant caused by Typhoon Mangkhut last month was extensive.
Meanwhile, the piers at the Marine East Division were found to have sunk 17 centimeters, leading to fears it could damage the oil pipelines underneath, which could cause an oil leak. Ronnie Chan reports.
After Typhoon Mangkhut mauled Hong Kong last month, the damage left behind by the storm was still being felt. The most powerful storm on record crippled the sewage treatment plant in Sai Kung, but the damage was more extensive than first thought. During a Sai Kung District Council meeting today, relevant authorities revealed that the ultraviolet disinfection system was completely destroyed. A replacement had to be ordered and shipped from overseas. Installation of the new system was expected to be completed in December. Without a disinfection system, sewage has been discharged into the sea after undergoing a basic screening and sedimentation process. Drainage Services Department's representative said the 5-level treatment process has been partially restored. As a precaution, citizens are being advised not to swim at beaches near Sai Kung, including Trio Beach, Kiu Shui Beach, and Half Moon Bay Beach. Meanwhile, Typhoon Mangkhut has also left a mess in Cheung Kwan O. At the district's waterfront, a rock-armored bund was pushed ashore. Concrete landing steps were separated by waves, which damaged the sea wall. Emergency repairs are underway. Members of the Sai Kung District Council took government representatives to task over what they believed was a design flaw of shore protection structures. Chris Zhang said he had raised concerns about the flaw in the past, but he was told by the Civil Engineering and Development Departments that the promenade's design was up to standard and could withstand extreme weather conditions. Zhang also questioned whether the government could safely construct a 1,700-hectare man-made island off Lantau waters if couldn't keep a small promenade safe from extreme weather damage. Government representatives also reviewed the discovery of a gap measuring 10 centimeters wide and 59 meters long between the piers and the seawall at Marine East Division. The piers had sunk 16 centimeters. If it continued to sink, the oil pipes under the pier could be damaged and may cause a leak. The Architectural Services Department said it would follow up on the situation. Riley Chen, HKIBC.
If you're in the market for an electric water heater this winter, you may want to do your research, as the Consumer Council has found some heaters underperformed.
But first, the consumer watchdog found some tofu may not be as low-fat as claimed on the label. Here's Yupina Ng.
Consumers who believe eating low-fat tofu may help keep them slim and trim may be disappointed. A Consumer Council study found that some tofu contained more fat than what was claimed on the label. The council tested 40 tofu samples to check their nutrition contents. The samples included pre-packaged and fresh tofu. Results showed only 2 samples were high in calcium. Standards set by the Center for Food Safety require low-fat foods to have no more than 3 grams of total fat per 100 grams of food. The Consumer Watchdog study discovered only 11 samples qualified as low-fat.
Although over 70% of the samples were not low-fat food, the fat in tofu is mainly unsaturated fatty acids, which can reduce the level of bad cholesterol and total cholesterol in the body.
7 samples were found to have understated their total fat content on nutrition labels. 1 sample contained fat 212% higher than what was labeled.
The samples in question have been referred to CFS for follow-up. For the test of food safety, all samples are found to be satisfactory, with a clean bill of health for heavy metals and preservatives test.
On a separate note, the Council collaborated with the Electrical and Mechanical Services Department to test 12 electric water heater models for safety and performance.